Ryan, on paper, looking at the league table this morning, you've just picked up where you finished last season.
We have. What I'd say is that's after a pretty good performance on Saturday against Preston. Delighted with the performance and the result, but I know in my head we've got a lot of work to do. We lost a lot of second years last year, very talented footballers. Some have gone on to be pros, some have moved on. So this year we're predominantly very, very young. We've only got 5/6 second year scholars, the rest are first years. So it's not as easy as it sounds at the moment. I've been pulling my hair out for about 6 weeks because I feel like I've had to start all over again. But yeah, we're getting there. But I think there's a lot of learning to be done yet, especially with the first years.
If you step it back a bit towards the end of last season, the second years who are leaving, they've finished, they're not going to make it. Is there a process to help them once they've gone? Or is that it? They just out the door and finish?
Oh, definitely. We've got exit strategies. We've got other clubs that are interested in taking on trial. So people like Sam Gibson have been going to Nuneaton in the conference on trial, things like that. Khalid Mohammed went to a few other clubs as well on trial. So we try and help them exit. 1 or 2 lads have gone into business and going to play football part-time. Jake Durham's gone on a scholarship to America for 2-3 years in Boston. So we make sure all the lads are sort of catered for, really. I'm still chatting to a lot of the second years now on what they're doing, how they're going on, and what they're doing with their life. And they're more than welcome to come in and train with me if they're still kicking the reels a little bit.
Your first years have now become second years. Your new first years, have they come from academy? Have they come from trials? Have they come from agents?
Most have come from the academy this year. We've tended to, sometimes you branch out a little bit and you're not too sure about what characters you're getting, because during the season you might get them for 2 or 3 weeks to come on trial, to play a couple of games, you like the look of them. But I think because we've got the lads in our academy, we know about them more because we've had them 2 or 3 years. So we tended to do that. We took about 6 or 7 from our own academy this year, and to be honest, that's paying dividends. A little bit at the moment. They know us as staff, they know how we want to play, and they're getting it. We took 3 or 4 lads from other clubs as well at the moment, and they're doing very, very well as well. So happy with the mix at the moment.
You've got a good Chinese connection here as well at the moment.
Yeah, it's not bad at the moment. We've got 2 Hong Kong internationals. One's a goalkeeper, one's a left-hand side player. Came in on trial last year. Goalkeeper done very, very well. Left-hand side player really suits how we play as well. So I think it's one of them. You tend to stick in your own area, then you might go further afield in the UK. And
there's nothing further afield in China.
It's a long way, let me tell you that. It is, but we're trying to get international clearance, which isn't easy, which is going to take quite a few months. But we do believe if we get these 2 through on clearance, that they've got big potential. So that's why we're looking to tie them up at the moment. They're in with us every day training. They just can't play in our games at the moment.
I suppose with them being Hong Kong, the language barrier is not really that much of a problem, is it?
Well, as I was saying to you, the goalkeeper's Wing, but I don't know his other 2 names, and the other one's called Jordan, surprisingly enough. So, and the guy that brought him in was called Keith. So there's a mix. Their English is pretty good, to be honest. They're getting by. They've enrolled already on the college course and doing English, all that kind of stuff. So every day, every week, they're getting better with their English. And to be honest, they're really good lads and they work really hard. And the language problem, it hasn't been a problem, sorry, the language barrier.
How are they doing culture-wise? Are they settling in?
Yeah, very much so. They travel in every day. They've got a guy that's with them, looks after them. So no problem. They're probably eating slightly different food up in the canteen every day, but I'm definitely going round their house one night for a Chinese banquet, definitely, because I believe they're pretty good in the kitchen as well.
One thing I've had experience with a former career is homesickness. You've got to tackle that at some point.
Yeah, no, definitely, and we've got to realise sometime in the holidays, especially Christmas time, that even lads that are from probably down south that we've got, missing the parents quite a bit, they don't get to go home every weekend. So even these lads as well, we might be able to give them 2 or 3 weeks off. Games programme for us probably has a 2-week window over Christmas, so sometimes we can send them lads back home maybe half term. Sometimes I'll give them the odd day off, especially the London lads. But like you said, the Chinese lads, it's one of them. They're fully committed to the programme, so they want to be here. So we've not had too many problems at the moment. But if we can get a bit of time where they can have a week or two off, then we'll try and do that for them.